Go and have a look at inside the loft now, and you can tell us some of your methods and systems for the success that you've had.
No problem.
Well, I see you've got one of the nicest young bird lofts, Nigel, that one could have here. Very airy loft, isn't it?
Yes.
It seems as if it's first class for a young bird team to be in.
Well, that's what it's been built for. I think the young birds need as much ventilation as possible, fresh air. They do tend to go off that little bit easy if the air isn't right.
Yeah.
So adequate ventilation, I think it's a must with young pigeons.
And it's a purpose-built young bird loft, isn't it?
It's been purpose-built for racing young birds.
Yeah.
We have this section which in the next fortnight we'll be splitting these birds up. At the moment there's young cocks and young hens, as you can see.
You split the cocks from the ends.
Split the cocks from the hens, and these young cocks will go into the opposite section where there's nest boxes.
And has this loft always been as light as this from the day that you brought them in?
Well, I've done a bit of experimenting this year with lights and dark. There's a lot of videos out on light and dark system, but I believe that the best way to learn a system is to do it yourself and experiment yourself, and then you know firsthand exactly what to do with the pigeons.
What's for it and what's against it, man?
With the light system, one of the drawbacks of the light system is they have to pull the tails.
Oh yes.
And with experimenting with dark and light, I've actually got pigeons in here now that's got four flights to cast, and they're also molting the tails.
Yeah.
So that does away with the pulling of the tails, which I'm not right struck on anyway.
You don't like doing that?
As you can see, there's a young cock here. If you look at his tail, you can see that he's well into molting his tail.
Yes, I can, yeah.
And he's only got 4 flights to cast.
Yeah.
So that pigeon will be fully throat molt. All his flights have been cast, and he's got a young tail. He's got a fully grown tail.
Yearlings, aren't they?
They are yearlings, they're bred in December. They are yearlings.
Yeah.
My daughter's frightened pigeons.
So, how did you start feeding these, Nigel, at the beginning of the year when you brought them into this loft?
Well, when these were weaned, they were basically on 90% protein.
90% protein. That protein consisted of what?
Peas and beans.
Peas and beans.
Roughly 50% peas, 50% beans. A little touch of rapeseed, linseed. Not too much linseed because it does give them a bit of diarrhea if you're not with young birds.
So you like to get them onto a large grain?
I like to get them onto an high protein mix.
Yeah.
So that the bodies are getting the full the goodness that it needs to grow healthy and grow strong.
Yeah.
These, like I say, these young birds now when you look at them, we're only beginning of May, and they're like yearlings already. Majority of them.
Right. Yeah.
There are just a few that's that little bit behind the others, but they were second and third round.
Yeah. Well, you're always going to get that, aren't you?
They're kept in different sections.
Yeah.
When they actually catch the older youngsters up, they're brought into these and allowed to mingle with these and are trained together.
And what are you feeding at the moment, Nigel?
What I've done now is these youngsters are now in training. So the mixture's altered now, and I've put them onto a 50% widowwood mix, 50% barley with a touch of rapeseed in.
Oh yes.
And they're basically fed half and half on the widowwood mix, what they'll be raced on when it comes to young bird racing.
Oh yes.
Once they start training, then in my eyes the countdown's on to them starting to race. So I'm basically getting the bodies accustomed to the grain that they're going to be eating.
Eating through the racing.
And they'll have now 2 months of training before the first race.
Do you use much medication on the young birds, Nigel?
I treat them for canker.
You know, to prevent, as a preventative.
I treat all my birds for canker on a regular basis.
Yes.
You must keep on top of canker.
Yeah.
if you keep on top of canker, I mean, as you can see, the lofts are dry.
That's trichomoniasis, isn't it?
That more or less cancels your coccidiosis out.
That's right.
If you keep on top of canker, then your other diseases are non-existent.
We've got very dry floor and you scrape out all the time. I understand that you burn out as well, don't you?
Yeah, these lofts are scraped out every morning.
Yes.
These perches lift up onto the top. You just pull the pegs out, the perches lift up, and you've only got the floor to clean.
Yeah.
And this shed can be cleaned out in 2 minutes.
And what about burning it out? How often do you burn it
I
out?
burn out every morning.
You burn the floor out with a mold?
Every morning.
Every morning.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So that saves all the medication basically, doesn't
That's
it?
right. It's the best.
You know, just do that little bit.
It's the best preventative canker that you can get the burner.
What about, do you use a little vitamin or anything like that in the water?
Not very often. Sometimes I'll give them vitamins if I think they're a little bit under the weather from training. If I've had a bad training toss,
Oh yeah.
then I'll give them electrolytes with some vitamins. But I don't give them vitamins early on because I'll bring the vitamins in later when I start racing.
When you
That's-
condition them more.
That's when I want them in maximum condition.
That's right, yeah. And what pigeons are these? Are they all bred out of the stock bird loft or some out of races?
They're bred out of the stock birds and the best racers.
And the best races?
And the best racers, yeah.
Pigeons got to come up to a certain standard before you breed out of it.
Pigeons got to come to a very high standard before I'll breed out of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's the same with anything, race horses, anything.
Yeah.
We always use the best stallions.
Yeah.
Well-bred mares to best stallions, and I think it's the same with pigeons. You've got to keep the winning birds not far away in the pedigree. If possible, one of the parents at least wants to be a top winner.
What's making this into a first-class loft, Nigel? Temperature outside it's a nice day. We've got we've got this perspex at the front of the loft, haven't we? It's a ridge type building, and with a steel sheet that's got nylon coated, I believe, at the back.
Yep.
And the sun comes directly into it. We've got the sun on the floor at the moment, haven't we?
That's right.
You know,
Well, this was
plenty
done.
of air.
This was
Plenty
done
of
for
air.
that reason.
We've got vents all the way around the bottom, more or less. We've got them in the top, haven't we?
Well, that's one of the best preventatives for coccidiosis.
Yeah.
If the sun can get onto your floors,
Floor.
it's the best disinfectant you can buy.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to buy it; it's free.
It's free, yeah. Doesn't cost nothing. That's right. And when do you start training these young birds, Nigel?
At 12 weeks of age,
12 weeks of age. So they're already in a training program
these are in a training program now.
at the moment. So
Uh,
we're bred in, I believe, in early January.
They were bred. Pigeons were paired up December 4th.
Yeah.
They reared the youngsters. The youngsters were moved January. So these pigeons were flying in February.
So you were slipping rings on it
When I
on
was,
the 10th of January.
I was waiting for rings
You were
to come
waiting for them
to
coming.
put the rings
Yeah.
on the young birds.
Yeah.
Like I say, 12 weeks of age, they'll start training.
Yeah.
Not far. Basically, you wanted them to come out at basket and come for home,
Yes.
which you've got to. I won't say ration the corn, but they want to be ready for something to eat. I don't believe in starving young birds
No. No.
because they've got 3 years racing in front of them.
Yeah. It's a matter of getting it just right.
Getting it just right so they know that when they come home, they're going to get the meal.
That's right. Yeah.
And that's the only time that they go out in the morning for exercise. They're given a bit of seed when they come in, and then they're all basketed, taken training. They come home roughly 11 o'clock time in the morning, and then they're fed, and that's it, done for that day.
It seems to me you've got first-class management here, Nigel. The birds look in extremely good condition. And as I said, the malt is well on its way, isn't it? You know, and all credit's due to you.